Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another funny, suspicious episode of Surviving Steve Harvey's Mustache, guys. Surviving Steve Harvey's Mustache. Now you see I got the king crown, okay? Because this is the king of mustache. You're not the king of comedy, Steve. You are the king of mustaches. Now back in the day, I'll still give you the crown, because it was all kings that was on there on the Kings of Comedy. But I'm going to give y'all time to chime in. Salute to Will Hartley, Steve Harvey, and Shirley Strawberry finally address the rumors on the morning show. And I'm going to give you guys my opinion on what I feel. So I need you guys to smash that like button. Look at that. Steven looks so guilty. Steve, you look guilty. You look suspicious. I could see it all in your mustache. Shirley Strawberry done blew your cover and done broke the camel's back. Done broke the camel's mustache. Salute to Sally in the building. I need everybody to smash the like button, guys. I got the king crown on today. You know what I mean? I'm chilling with the kings of mustaches. You got Mr. I Am Comedy. Steven, you said some very funny stuff. I'm not even going to lie to you. Some of the stuff you said on the radio show addressing these rumors was funny. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Steve shot at me in this. I know for a fact all the bloggers that's been speaking about the allegations, the cheating allegations, Shirley Strawberry's messages between her and her husband, Steve came for all of us. Okay, as a group, all of us bloggers, straight up. And he said some funny stuff. I'm not even going to lie. You know what I mean? He said, y'all black asses, called us black asses. You know what I mean? I know he was talking about me. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even been speaking to me. Bridget Kyle, she ain't been talking to me ever since that day. There's a lot going on, you know what I mean? So I understood. At least she reached out. Somebody probably silenced her real fast. Because, Steve, there's a lot that I want to say to you that you said in this interview. You know what I'm saying? With Shirley Strawberry addressing all the rumors. To let you guys know, the whole situation, the allegations, the rumors between Marjorie Harvey and Big Boom, Steve Harvey never even mentioned it. He never mentioned anything about William Freeman. Okay? He spoke in codes. The whole daggone the whole conversation, Steve Harvey pretty much was like standing up for her, like, honor or whatever. He was going off. Steve Harvey don't even care about me talking about his mustache. His whole thing was us spreading rumors about Marjorie Harvey. That's everything that Steve Harvey addressed. It was pretty much about Marjorie Harvey. You know what I'm saying? So, Steve, if you are afraid of her, I can't say that I'll be surprised, because everything you said was just all about protecting her. You didn't even care about the stuff that people were saying about you. You know what I mean? And of course, I thought you'd probably forgive her, even though she put everything in the spotlight with her messy ass relationship, which we all got situations, nobody's perfect, but she put everything in the spotlight. This is why you had to address all of this stuff. But Steve, I want to respond to everything that you were saying, sir. These rumors that's going around, in my opinion, Steve, I believe that it has to be some kind of truth to this, and you still are in denial, and you still feel like you're too embarrassed, and you keep trying to bring the Lord in it. You know what I'm saying? you're embarrassed to let the world know that you just don't have a perfect relationship, which nobody has a perfect relationship, Steve. You know what I'm saying? Your whole thing was coming at the bloggers for talking about your wife. When most of the bloggers, if these rumors was true, Steve, then this means that the bloggers, the people were standing up for you. Even though things that you allegedly done in the past that wasn't so great. People were standing up for you, thinking that Marjorie was cheating on you. And you cussing us out and talking about you want to fight us. Steve Harvey says out his mouth when he catch one of us, and it's a whole bunch of us. It's a gang of bloggers, Steve. You know what I mean? Some of us know martial arts. Some of us, with the ish. Some of us know how to fight. Some of us, you don't even care. You know what I mean? You like, all y'all that was talking about my wife, when I catch y'all, it's on. It's up and it's stuck. Steve, you are about 100 and something years old, and you still out here trying to fight over your woman. And I get it. I'm not going to lie to you, Steve. I feel you for taking up for your wife. Like I do. In some certain degree, I get it. You know what I mean? Because in my younger day, like if you disrespect my woman and I'm like with her, or like it's like in my face, then it's on. It ain't no talking about it. Yes, and so what that I snorkeled. But it ain't no talking about it. But you are a millionaire. $400 million, Steve. Why is this bothering you so much? You know what I mean? If you said that the YouTubers, we ain't making no money. This is what you said. And Steve, I'm going to be honest with you. You were wrong about the numbers that you estimated. You estimated the numbers very wrong. You forgot about the commercial ads, Steven. The commercial ads is where the money is, sir. You know what I'm saying? So you estimated it wrong, but this is the new day era, Steve. You are right. People are capitalizing. People are doing things, in this new generation, off of people pain and da. It's unfortunate, but that's the world and the era that we're in today. You know what I'm saying? I learned the hard way, Steve. You know what I mean? I had the internet tear me the hell up early. And I learned how this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the business. You just happen to be on the hot seat. But I feel like you responding to all these things, Steve, is making you look more guiltier and guiltier. You know what I mean? And you jumped out there, and all you talking about the whole time is we better keep Marjorie's name out of our pecker suckers. And when you catch us, you're going to put your mustache where your mouth is. Steve Harvey said he's going to put his mustache where his mouth is. I know he was coming at me in that joint. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? We got exclusive information. I told y'all I was going to come to y'all with what's out there. Steve Harvey and Shirley Strawberry addressed the cheating rumors. I put that in the caption, but Steve talked around it. He never actually said anything about the bodyguard or nothing, like straight out. But you know that that's what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? If it's no truth, why out of this whole conversation, you never just spoke blatantly about that? You just saying that people putting rumors on you and your wife, and she's home with the grandkids and stuff like that. Steve, I'm sorry. This is how the business is today. You know what I'm saying? You tell me, Steve, if you do have talent, where do you go to break through? It's not like back in the 90s, where you had Def Jam. You had where you go to certain places and perform and you get picked up because you got talent. Now the internet took over, Steve. The internet. You know what I'm saying? And people today, they don't pick you up for your talent until you do something to break through the internet. It's messed up, Steve, I'm telling you, but it ain't nothing like it used to be back in the day. You are 105 years old. Your mustache is 120 years old. You are too old to be trying to take your suit off and your mustache clippings and fight all the bloggers, Steve. Because if I had your money, I wouldn't give a damn what these people saying about me. I'm trying to tell you, You sitting there, you're really, really upset. And it's making your blood pressure go up, you know, and it's really, really upsetting you, Steve. I almost, when I listen to this, guys, Jay Stars in the building, Marlon Morrison, when I listened to the show with them addressing the rumors, I almost felt bad for Steve. I'm not going to front. I was about to say, look, I'm done, y'all. Because I feel him in a certain way. But I feel like you should be bigger than all of this stuff, Steve. If this stuff ain't true. If it ain't true, and people been talking about y'all for years, I even look back. I didn't even know y'all was being talked about this long. Once I started the Surviving Steve Harvey's Mustache, I started to do homework. And I'm seeing people have videos for a couple years about this situation, Steven. So it has to be some kind of truth that you coming out about this right now, but you won't say nothing about William Freeman. You won't deny it. You know what I'm saying? You won't comment on that situation. It has to be some kind of truth to this, Steve. But I listened to the joint. I'm not going to lie, guys. I felt a little bad for Steve, though. Because he's an older guy. Steve, I'm not taking away all the things that you've done. You know what I'm saying? And your actual talent and what you brought to the industry. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about what this woman allegedly been doing to you, and the way you came back and all you talked about was us talking about your wife. It seems like you are afraid and you're trying to hide something, Steven. Salute to everybody coming in the building. Guys, please make sure y'all like this, hit the like button, because we need this to go to the algorithm. Y'all, if I needed y'all to hit the like at any other time, when YouTube tell me, make sure that they hit the like button, y'all definitely got to like the button now. Y'all got to definitely like it so this video can go out. Steve Harvey cussed us out. I'm not going to lie. Steve Harvey cussed us out and said that when he see us, he wants to fight. Steve, I can't say you said that allegedly, because I'm going to let the people hear this. You said when you see us, if you see us. Now, I know in my mind, I'm like, damn, so when I do, if God, you know, if it's meant and I get in the industry and you see me, you're going to want to fight. And Steve Harvey, I told you before, because you've been watching all the blogs, I was a burgundy belt. I don't know how many times I keep telling people, Steve, I know karate. You know what I'm talking about? So if you ran up on me and I do a roundhouse and then knock your mustache off, that's your fault because you ran up on me. I don't know Marjorie. I was going off for what the heck is already out there, Steve. And it sounds like the people been trying to take up for you. People talked about some of the things you did in your past, with your past marriages and all of that. People, nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? I even admitted, Steve, I in my 20s, I was a serial cheater. I was a serial cheater. You know what I'm saying? That was in my 20s. I'm 41. You know what I'm saying? You're 105 and you want to fight me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're crazy. Steve, my shit gonna glow. You seen Bruce Leroy? I know you know who Bruce Leroy. If you run up on me like you show enough and you see my hands start to glow, you're gonna see the glow, Steve. Karate chop, mustache on the ground. Mustache getting stomped out. You know what I mean? Steve is mad as heck, y'all. I'm talking about he called us black asses. Like we all was dark skinned. He said, y'all black asses. He said, there's all black people talking about me. Y'all black ass. You know what I'm saying? Like he really, but I'm like, Steve, I laughed at it, but I'm like, if this is not true, why are you so upset? And Marjorie Harvey is not even speaking on it. You said that she don't like to address stuff like this, but you're jumping out there and your whole thing is all about her. You know what I mean? You're not even saying nothing about the rumors people saying about your kids. You know what I mean? That they're not getting along with her, allegedly, and all that. You ain't say nothing about none of that. You never said nothing about William Freeman, sir. You know what I'm saying? I put that in the caption. I already know how the YouTube streets work. But the people that hear the y'all interview, you never talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And Shirley, oh my God, Shirley was so apologetic because Shirley knows she caused a lot of this. Steve was able to ignore this to a certain degree, but when Shirley Strawberry messages came out with her husband, that savage. You know what I mean? Then now Steve said, "Oh, I got to speak on this." You know what I mean? Because that man is a savage, and you're connected to me. So now it's going to make the people think that this is really, really true. But Steve, I'm telling you, since you don't know about this new age internet thing, you addressing this, you acting like you're so bent out of shape, that's what's making you look guilty. That's what's making you look guilty, Steve. Because like I said, I almost felt a little bad for you. I really did. I started thinking about me as a kid and how I looked at you. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at you any like different, like that you're not human. But the fact that you told the world, like you paint this picture of perfect ass relationships, and then you want to act like you can't have problems too, and you keep throwing the Lord in it, you know what I mean? And then another thing you said your job, your guys' job, even if somebody on the show not feeling good, sick, going through health problems, your job is to get up and make people happy. Talking about us. Us as YouTubers and bloggers, I know at least me, when I speak about real stuff, my thing is also to make people laugh, also to uplift people. No matter what I may got going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? I still get up here on YouTube to entertain my people, to put a smile on their face. They could be having a, you know what I mean? It's just unfortunate that whatever goes on in Hollywood gossip, you might be on the hot seat. You know what I'm saying? So 115 watching, 46 likes. That's what I'm saying. I know you're totally right. I'm telling them to smash the like button, guys. This is exclusive. This just happened today. I need this video to go out in the algorithm. I have to follow the YouTube terms. So if you're on here right now and you didn't hit the like button, I appreciate you. It's free. Please hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very, very important. You know, so then when we talking, Steve is getting.
They said earning a degree was going to dictate my schedule.
Yes, thank you, Jacqueline. Hit that like button.
Work full time and take my classes during my lunch hour, 4 a.m. or just
Harvey
whenever I have the time. Learn how you can earn a flexible degree at wgu.edu.
And you see people still ain't smashing.
What's this? My secret is a secret dry spray.
I don't even know what it is, too. Like when you tell people to hit the like. Now I appreciate the ones that's hitting it right now. But yeah, 116, the likes should be way more than that, you know. And I don't think y'all get it. Even with me explaining to y'all that's in order for the video to go out, that you have to do that. That's the only thing when you're watching the show, your only participate duty is that. But I want y'all to hear this and tell me what y'all think about it. I almost, like I said, I felt bad for Steve. Like, look at him. You know what I'm saying? Steve is you're successful. You know what I'm saying? Your mustache is successful. Nobody has this mustache, Steve. That's a very viral mustache. That alone is iconic. You know what I'm saying? And you went from the box to the bald head, you know, after having cooking oil allegedly spilled on your head. Steve, all I'm saying is, if you're not guilty, if this is not true, you shouldn't be this upset. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't even be watching YouTube. If I had your kind of money, what am I going to be watching YouTube for? You know what I mean? Like you said, if we a bunch of miserable haters and all this stuff, all that money you got, Steve, I wouldn't be paying nobody no mind, sir. Real rap. But listen to this right here. And Miss Strawberry's very apologetic this morning, and I get it. She don't want to lose her job.
What's been trending?
Well, we decided to just address it since it's out there. You know, it's one thing when we're dealing with gossip, rumor, and hearsay. That's one thing. You know, I've dealt with this for years. But when it's not gossip, and it comes from, you know, a reliable source, then it turns into something different. And so, you know, all of this trending stuff and all this here, and so After some deliberation, we got together. Now, here's the deal about this strawberry letter. I have no idea what Shirley's going to say. I told Shirley that it was up to her how she wanted to address it. You know, I did go along with this as an idea. I'm not saying I didn't do that, because we talked about it as a radio family and decided this may be the best way. You know, because it's no longer rumor. It's not gossip or anything. You know, this.
See, now what he means by that is that phone call with Shirley Strawberry and her crazy husband is no longer rumors. Pretty much, Steve is like, me and my mustache have to speak on this. You know how you got we don't know what's true. We don't know if she was with the bodyguard. We don't know none of that. All that stuff is alleged. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. What was really real was Shirley Strawberry conversation that leaked from that jail. So Steve gotta speak on this. That's why he said, ain't no more rumors. Go ahead, guys. Smash that like button. Guess you're doing it. Come on, let's get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? We're getting into it. So Steve has to address this. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody smashing the like button. This is to get the video out in the algorithm. I appreciate you guys. But listen to Steve. Make it very clear. He has to address this because she messed up. Your co-host messed up, Stephen. Put you on the hot seat. Now you got everybody like, hold on. Something got to be true. And you never addressed this before. Never been this upset. Never been stressed out. Look at you. You got the long face. Steve is super stressed out. Steve, don't let this really tear you all the way down. If you say that you have God in your life like that, this will pass. This really will. And you're too well off to be worrying about this if this is not true, Stephen.
And decided this may be the best way. You know, because it's no longer rumor. It's not gossip or anything. You know, this is something that's really touching us all right now. Right. So, yeah, this is a strawberry letter. And like, you know, I was, being sarcastic when I did the tease last week. The strawberry letter is, I didn't know, the subject was, I didn't know I was going to be my own letter. You know, and, which is true. Now, oftentimes I joke about it because some of these letters sound like I was in it. But this one is. And so today, the way I'm gonna do it, Shirley, I'm gonna just let you talk. I think that, to me, I think it's up to you to be as honest or revealing as you choose to be. You know, we can talk about as much of it as you like, but I think it's an opportunity for you to say what you want to say and share your feelings on it, and then we'll have an exchange about it. Okay.
And when you hear Shirley Strawberry, I believe she knew damn well what to say and what not to say. Smash that like button, guys. This woman knew what to say and what not to say. You already put us on the hot seat. You better not say nothing stupid out your mouth. Your job, it depends on it. You know what I'm saying? So listen to this.
All right, Steve. I'm going to just start by saying that my estranged husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year, since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently, some phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked. And on those calls, you hear me saying we were winded going up the stairs at your home, and Marjorie looks at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said, as much as I wish I could.
Now you heard her just say, I said in the phone call, the leaked conversation, that you were winded when you went up the steps, and I said that Marjorie Harvey called us to help. You're not going to hear Steve say nothing about her dissing him and how winded he was going up the steps. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you'd have dissed my woman, okay. But I'm not going to keep talking about that. I'm going to be like, hold on. First of all, I got asthma. You sat there and said to your husband, your thieving husband, your husband is running around having sex with monkeys, lions, and tigers and bears like Jasmine Sullivan. Your husband has slept with, allegedly, lions and tigers and bears like Jasmine Sullivan. And you talking about my asthma and how fat I am and how heavy my mustache is walking up the steps? Shirley, that's how you feel? Shirley Strawberry? You talk about me walking up the steps knowing that my mustache is heavy. Knowing that my mustache is heavy. I should put some ice, some diamonds. Steve, you should put some iced out diamonds on that mustache. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, he don't say nothing about that when she said that, dude, you're fat. You running out of breath when you walk up the steps. I remember when I was 272 pounds. It was hurting when I used to go up the steps. I get to the middle. I get to the bottom. It take me like 2 days to get up the steps. I would have been cussing Shirley out about that. First of all, don't be telling the world how slow it is for me to get up the steps. God damn it. Forget Marjorie. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys. We got 140 people. Let's make the likes make sense. Smash the like button. Shirley and Steven is finally breaking the ice. And I told you guys, smash the like button. I should see the likes going up. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Shirley.
The help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming to you, coming for you.
Now, if nothing's going on, Steve, right? Why is Shirley saying she didn't want to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your life? If nothing's going on, you guys have $400 million. Generational wealth. What could possibly be going on? You know what I'm saying? And Steve, like I said, I'll listen to you defend your woman on here, coming at us, calling us chocolate, Michael Blackson, dark skin, YouTube chocolate burnt Flavor Flav looking YouTubers. But my thing is, if nothing's wrong in the Harvey's residence, why is she saying that she didn't want to add on to what's really going on? This is what I'm saying. You didn't want to add on to what's going on, but nothing is allegedly going on. Smash that like button, guys. Come on, put some respect on this. Put some respect on the show's name. Let them likes go up. Let them fly. We want Steve to see this. You know what I'm saying? And y'all will just sit there and look. That is so sad. But I'm going to keep going. I'm like, hey, they just want to, yeah. But listen to the woman.
And now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming to you, coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the tapes have nothing to do with what you and Marjorie had or what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize. I feel terrible. I make no excuses. I said what I said, and there's no denying it. There's no taking it back. Back then, when the phone calls happened, I was trying to stand by my man, be supportive wife, I've been married to this man for 8 years. I had no idea that all this was going on with him. I had no idea. And the charges that he's facing are horrific. They are really bad.
Can y'all tell me, is my voice going Chinese? Because somebody just called me. And I got to start calling my people, telling them, please don't call me. Please don't call me. Let me call y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody calls me. But I rarely never call them. If I never call you until I get ready to call you, or aren't you going to wait until I call you? Why do y'all call? Man, it just frustrates me. Is my lips going with my mouth now? Or did they mess up my whole entire life? Are y'all even on right now? Can y'all see my voice? Is my lips going with the video? Nobody's saying anything. Yeah, oh, Blue Star, thank you so much. I just hate when people call me. You know what I'm saying? So now Shirley Strawberry is doing her Usher confession right now. This is my confession. You know what I mean? Oh, all right, we see you. All right, thank you guys. Continue to smash that like button. We got 150 people in the building. Shirley, I'm going to just tell you this right now. I don't know you, but you saying that you didn't know your husband liked animals or was sleeping with animals, like you didn't know nothing that your husband had going on. I heard you are, I think like 70 years old. You look pretty good for your age. You do not have to be that desperate. I understand you love that man, but once a man starts sleeping with your cats and your fishes that's in the tank, once your man take his pecker and put it in a fish bowl, you should be out of there. I'm trying to tell you. And for you to say you don't know nothing about none of that I don't believe that. I'm sorry. Like, that's like saying I've been with my partner for 2 years, but I never knew that my partner snored. You never knew. That motherfucker ain't snored one time in 2 years. Did he ever want to go to like a pet store and just be standing there looking at, pets and turtles and things like, and you didn't know that this man likes, animals? That's kind of odd. That's like Jay-Z. Jigga man, why you treat me like animal? I'm like, excuse me, Miss Foo-Foo, but when I met you, you know what I'm saying? And now the allegations, I don't know about him with like young kids. I don't know, but I heard some stuff about Shirley, your husband. Like I said, those rumors right there, you don't stay with a person after that. I don't care. And then I heard the man talking to a little side tenderoni. A side tenderoni. He ain't tell you about how much he miss rubbing your soft skin, running his hands through your hair. You know what I'm saying? Spooning with you at night. No, you the person that's the money. He talked to you straight business. Look, did you talk to my lawyer? Did you talk to Steve? Ask Steve if he gonna put some money towards my case. But the side chick, he talked freaky. He talked sexually with her. Told her, look, I want to go when I get out. We're gonna go buy a puppy and we're gonna lay in the bed, buck naked, me, you, and the puppy. That's what Cheryl Strawberry husband told his side chick. We're going to go get a puppy and we're going to get naked and just lay with the puppy. Right there alone, that dude right there is vicious, and you telling me you ain't know none of that? I'm sorry. You knew that man was a creep. But anyway, let her carry on with the lies. Continue to smash that like button. I appreciate you guys.
I for sure did not want your name mentioned in any kind of way associated with my mess. So I had to call you. I had to tell you it was a hard call for me to make. But I called you. And I want to clear something up, Steve. You did not introduce me to him. I met him through a friend. I should say an ex-friend now. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I had to tell you, he was in jail. It was going to come out. I didn't want you to hear it from anyone else. I wanted you to hear it from me because I knew once the police and everyone, got involved, and they were already involved, and they found out who his wife was and who she worked with and all of that, and that's you, Steve Harvey, it would become, a real big story because it's your name. And like I told you, Steve, when I called.
Now, I won't be surprised if Shirley Strawberry just end up fired. I won't be surprised if Steve Harvey's mustache was smart and said, you know what? I'm going to make her go out there, tell the world what I want her to say and what she better say, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? To clear my name, that I had nothing to do with her husband and her, stuff they got going on and sleeping with pets and all that type of stuff. Pet cemetery too and all of that. And then I'm gonna fire her. Because I'm not even gonna lie. If you'd have mixed me up in something like this and I already got my name and too much stuff, I would have probably laid her off soon as it came out. Like, don't even connect me with none of that weird stuff. I'm already trying to get stuff swept under the rug, alleged rumors swept under the rug right now. You know what I mean? And then you come out with these things. Steve even admitted, he said that he heard this conversation 2 years ago. I don't believe that either. I'm just telling you, it's a lot of stuff that's getting swept under the rug. Smash that like button, guys.
Called you. I didn't want to call you. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was hurt. You know, I felt so stupid, and, you know, I felt betrayed, humiliated. You know, it was just terrible. I mean, I kept saying to myself, how is this my life? You know, police and jail and all of this. It was just something that I didn't, you know, I'd never experienced anything like this.
Shirley, keep it real. You like that penitentiary still. You know what I'm saying? You like a man to use your address as a home plan. You know what I'm saying, Shirley? You like that penitentiary pecker. Just keep it real. You already got money. You know what I mean? What did you need his broke ass for? For the penitentiary, you know, pecker. It's okay. We understand. Like I said, you 70 years old. But don't think for 1 minute, like I said, you're not a bad looking older woman. You know, you can get a nice guy that's not going to sleep with your animals. You know what I'm saying? But you probably feel like he probably got you programmed to think that he's the only one that's ever going to be with you or the only one that's ever going to love you. Miss Strawberry, your man, I'm sorry, he probably has a boyfriend by now. Because I heard he's looking at a lot of time. And when you go to jail and you got all that kind of time, I know a lot of guys go check in and go get them a boyfriend so they can have protection. So he might have a boyfriend. Now, I know he got a side chick on the street, but he might have a boyfriend in there, Shirley. So you're going to accept him, his boyfriend, and their new pet dog that they, you know, getting down with? I'm just saying, Shirley. I'm just saying. Smash that like button, guys. I appreciate y'all. We got like 200 people in here, and y'all hitting the like button. Y'all understanding the algorithm, you know, and the YouTube policies in order for the video to go out. Thank you, Unique Dawn, telling them to smash that like button. You know what I mean? They took her money, car, wedding ring, and things, robbing that, and it's just so crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy. And how they can silence you and make you say what they need you to say. You know, but I feel like, Steve, you shouldn't even be addressing this if it's not true. But I understand why you got to address this. Because she messed up. She done got y'all caught. And put it like that. If all of this is true, she's the one that you don't go do a crime with. I'm not telling nobody to do a crime at all. But I'm talking about if you was to do one, you don't want to take her with you. Because you know she is going to tell everything. She going to get everything leaked. You know what I'm saying? They're going to find a DNA on the pets from her husband. You just don't want to be connected with this woman right here.
The police came, they took my car. I was at the salon getting my hair done. They rolled up, took my car. I had to have my stylist take me home. I had to move in with friends.
And you lost all of this for a penitentiary pecker. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. And you got your dog and your cat's virginity broke by this man. Allegedly, that's crazy.
My house, I lost everything. Oh, and I have to tell you this too. Like on the day, July 4th, we were having dinner with friends and we were going to watch the fireworks after that. And so the fireworks didn't happen that night because it was like a terrible, terrible storm. So the fireworks got canceled. And when I look back, I see now that was kind of a metaphor for what was about to happen in my life. The thunderstorms were coming. They were coming. The next day was the last time I saw him. He was arrested the very, very next day. You know, I didn't even know he was arrested. I couldn't get in touch with him later that day.
The letter this morning, as you can see, is a very, very real letter. I'm not going to interrupt it at this point. Shirley was going over some of the key points about how she discovered the actions of her husband, the date that she discovered it. She's apologized for the things that were said about myself and Marjorie in the letter. I'm not responding right now. I'm allowing her to tell her story. I think it's important that a person tells their side of it, because like I said earlier, this is no longer hearsay. This is not gossip or rumor. This is real life. So Shirley, you can continue.
All right. So I was telling you how I found out that he was in jail. I got a call from the jail, and I didn't answer it because I'm like, who would be calling me from jail? I looked at my phone like, jail? Where'd this call? It just didn't compute.
And poor Miss Strawberry, she sounds so naive. Like, you could just hear it in her voice. She just sounds so naive. That man probably was running circles around her. She's like, I just didn't know, they called me from the jail. And I'm like, who do I know in the jail? Who do I know that had sex with animals? I just did not know. I left him upstairs with my dog, and I heard my dog bark out loud. And I just didn't know that he had his pecker on my dog. She's so naive. I feel bad for the pets. Somebody need to check on Shirley Strawberry's pets.
I just ignored it, but he got word to me through one of his friends. They texted me that he was at Fulton County Jail, so the next time he called, I picked up, and that was him that I called earlier from jail. And, he told me what happened. I thought he would be getting out in a couple of days because that's what he told me. But, of course, here we are a year later. Those days turned into weeks, the weeks turned into months, and like I said, this is just on and on. Every day is just something. And
Shirley, every ex-convict, when they go to jail, I'm going to just tell you this. Like, if you ever tried to pick you up another ex-convict for future reference, a dude is going to always tell you he about to come home. He about to come home. Even if he didn't go to court, no preliminary hearing, no trial, no nothing, but he's still telling you, look, baby, I'm going to be out tomorrow. That's to keep you stringing along. That's to keep you putting money on his books, honey. To still keep you wrapped mentally. He don't even know when he coming home. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to sleep with a horse and white people find out and they're going to just let you go. I'm just telling you that right now. You know how they feel about their pets and their horses. And to know that your husband allegedly took advantage of Bambi? Of Bambi. Matter of fact, that's a reindeer. Like, who knows what animals that he done slept in the jungle with? This man allegedly took advantage of Bambi. That's a crying shame. You know what I'm saying?
And my life has just been a nightmare ever since. And it's still going on, Steve. I mean, I had no idea that those tapes would be released to the world. I knew that they were being recorded, but I didn't know that they were going to go out to the world. I mean, I was just trying to make conversation with him.
You knew that the conversation was being recorded, but you didn't know it was going to go out to the world, Craig. The world. I'm not talking about the city, but the world. And you knew that you were being recorded, and you know that you worked for Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? A dude with a name like that and power like that. And you had no idea that this was possibly going to happen. If people been spreading these rumors about Steve, these alleged rumors, all these years, you don't think that they've been trying to find something to catch him on? You know what I mean? And all they had to do was go to do you. You just messed up the whole operation, Shirley. I'm just so disappointed. And if your husband, like I said, had sex with animals, allegedly, if he did, like, I'm just thinking about all the cats that I had in my life that this man would have tried to take advantage of. Like, I love cats. And just to think that this man would have tried to turn one of my cats around from the back. Like, Shirley, you really need to wake up. You too old to be, like, that naive. Like, I understand you can be naive when you're younger, but you should be way smarter than this. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you. That dude is 100% scammer. And I heard he was a scammer, too. That's the crazy part.
Trying to, just get him to think about something other than where he was. I was telling him about my day, this particular day, and that was the day we were talking about, on the phone when I said those things about you and the things that you heard and the world heard. And cut to today, I haven't spoken to him in quite some time. Divorce proceedings are underway. And Steve, at this point, all I can say is what I have is my faith. If it wasn't for God, I probably would have, lost my mind or something in this instance. People don't see what happens when these mics go off. Who wants their personal stuff, their private conversations to go out to public? No one wants that. I mean, what can I say to you after this, happened? I was devastated. I mean, absolutely devastated. I mean, I thought of everything. I could lose my job. How could I face you? Everything. What I'm going through is what I'm going through, and I've been going through it for over.
And I'm not going to say that this was planned. I don't know. Y'all are listening to it just like me. Nashville, Tennessee in the building. And I'm going to read the rest of y'all comments. I promise y'all. Continue to smash that like button. There's 200 people in here. The likes should be way more than that. But either this was planned. Steve, I'm saying allegedly. Because you cussed the YouTubers out this morning. And you said you wanted to fight. And I told you, I know karate. I was a burgundy belt. I don't know how many times I keep telling y'all about a burgundy belt. The class of karate that is. And Steve said when he see us, it's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? That's a big mustache to be coming towards your way. Steve, I'm going to spot you. As soon as I see your mustache, I'm going to already get into my karate stance. I'm going to already get into my karate stance as soon as I see that mustache. But anyway, I don't know if she was planning to say all of this. They knew that they was going to have this show today addressing these rumors. They never mentioned Big Boom, a.k.a. William Freeman. I never hear that. Wait till you hear what Steve Harvey say. His whole thing was about Marjorie the whole time. Leave my woman alone. He already said publicly at a show. I believe Steve. When he said, I'll kill everybody in here, he's dead serious. You know what I mean? He is super head over heels over her. And like I said, I don't blame somebody for loving their wife, loving their mate to that extent. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But Steve, you got to remember, the bloggers kind of jumped in thinking that something was happening to you. If this ain't true, people was trying to stand up for you, saying like, hey, this woman dated drug dealers. Look what she did to her ex-husband. He got a book coming called In the Garden or something like that. Snakes in the Garden. Like all of this stuff, people wasn't really bashing you. You cussed us all out, call us black asses and everything. You know what I'm saying? I listened to this whole interview. But listen to her finish pouring her eyes out for her job. I don't blame her. But you messed all of this up, Shirley Strawberry. And your man, your husband, you talking about the divorces and proceedings. As soon as he starts sleeping with the fish, that's when you should have been divorced him. I'm sorry. The fish, though? How do you put your pecker in a fish?
For a year, I just haven't spoken about it. Then on top of all that, these tapes come out and, I'm talking about you and Marjorie, and you guys are going through your own private hell right now. You didn't need me to...
Pay attention to that. You guys are already going through your private hell. You guys are already going through your private hell. Shirley Strawberry, which is Steve Harvey's co-host, that's right next to him like this, that messed up and had these voice messages come out between her and her husband. She just said y'all already going through your private hell. What private hell are you talking about, Shirley? Steve is saying none of this is true, and y'all need to leave my wife alone. And when I catch y'all, it's up and it's stuck. This is what Steve's saying. But you are messing up just by saying that it's something privately going on. I'm telling you, I'm paying attention, Steve. These bloggers are vicious. We are definitely, you said it. We're going to take these things and piece it together, break it apart, break it down. This woman is saying something is going on. 200 people. Continue to smash that like button. Listen to what you
come out and, I'm talking about you and Marjorie, and you guys are going through your own private hell right now. You didn't need me to contribute to anything, and I thought back, because I knew I had to say something, speak on. You created this term, years ago in Los Angeles called reality radio, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is about as real as it gets, you know. And the reason I'm here before you now, I wanted to say it live on the radio, is because your name is in it. You know, we've been friends for a long time, Steve, and these jail calls were made public, and I wanted to give you and Marjorie a public apology and to ask for your forgiveness publicly. I just wanted to have a real moment with you, and, you know.
All right, now come on, guys. It's 200 people. Smash that like button. Shirley Strawberry is apologizing. Okay? Do I think she owes him an apology? Yes, I do. Especially if they've been trying to keep stuff underground and you just had you and your sick husband just blow everybody's cover to where they got to go public. You definitely owe an apology. I don't know how sincere it is. I don't know if this was planned, but let me let her go.
I have to tell you, I've been coming to work every day because, you know, it's my only safe haven right now. It gave me a place where I could still be myself and forget my troubles for a little while, you know, and just, you know, do my job. You know, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you, of course, Steve, Tommy, Junior, and of course my girl Carla, you know, for the space and the grace that you guys have shown me. You know, this is a very difficult time in my life, if you can imagine. You know, I love you guys. We're family, and I thank you. And I just want to thank everyone. I'm just trying to live. I'm sorry for what you and your wife are going through right now in your life. And I hate your names for dragged into my drama because you certainly don't deserve it.
Well, Shirley, let me say this. First of all,
okay, Shirley, dry your eyes. Now, you just cried yourself out. You just got it out. Sit back, Shirley. You just spoke everything. Now, let's hear what Steve Harvey has to say. Now, y'all heard Shirley just damn near break down crying right now. You should have cried when your husband allegedly was sleeping with pets, lions, and tigers and bears. But anyway, let's listen to Steve Mustache Seagal and what he got to say. And I'm going to tell you, he going to cuss us out. I know you talking about me, Steve, and I'm cool with that. You got 400 million and you worried about YouTube, internet people. I wouldn't even be on YouTube with your kind of money, dude. I'd be sitting back laughing like, hey, Marjorie, look at this. Look at these stupid motherfuckers talking about us. Look at Marjorie, look at this. Look at all this money. We be butt naked rolling in money. Wouldn't we, baby? Baby, if they was talking about you like that on the internet, would you want me to jump in it and try to fight the internet? Or would you be having a good time getting your masseuse and massages and all of that?
That part.
That part? Look, she said that part. My woman wouldn't be even caring about it. Like, y'all can talk about me all y'all want. They said Marjorie Harvey had personal masseuses and stuff, sweetheart, that come to their house. This is what Shirley said in the conversation. If I got a chiropractor, all that kind of stuff at my house, I wouldn't give a damn what people saying on YouTube. What? I'll have my masseuse sitting right there rubbing my back as I'm doing it. You could be right next to me, baby. Look, now I sound like Steve Harvey. Look, baby, you be right there. Listen to this man.
what's happening to me and Marjorie, I'm going to address that.
Address it.
But let me say this, though. The devil is busy. The devil is busy. And the devil don't come for those he got. He sends those that he has. So now, with all this going on around us right now, what I do understand, though, see, this jailhouse conversation you had was last year in October 2022.
Now, y'all just heard Steve said he knew about the jail conversations. It happened last year, 2022. Can somebody please tell me how it just come out just now? If you knew about this, Steve, how come this stuff is coming out now? Y'all should have buried these tapes like way back then. But you saying you knew about it. That's why I think that this conversation is kind of like staged, because you knew about it. It's 200 people in the building. You guys that's just coming in, please smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Okay? I appreciate y'all. Listen to Steve.
But the devil know how to pile on at the right time. So this tape that was made in October 2022 gets released right on the heels of all of this to just pile on some more. And I guess you say, you know it was recorded because, you know, when everybody get that phone call, who ain't had that phone call? Kind of, we please know yourself, this phone call is being recorded. We come back, we'll address some more, but this strawberry letter looks like it's about to be the 9 o'clock hour. So we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. We let Shirley to tell her story, whatever she wanted to do. We didn't rehearse this, we didn't plan this. Shirley came out and apologized for the things that were said about myself and my wife. But I also realize and I know the timing of all this is important because this conversation she had with her estranged husband was in October of 2022. The tapes got released right now. So, and then when you can throw my name on anything, because you look at all these stories, my name headlines the stuff. And so Shirley, when it came out, she called right away, apologized and everything. And so I understand that. And Shirley didn't want her mess to become our mess. Let me say this to you, Shirley. We have known about this right after it happened. But we can't get in nobody's marriage and just go, girl, what you doing? What you thinking? What you didn't want to say nothing. Right. They didn't want to say nothing. Yeah.
See, that's why y'all gotta stop sweeping stuff under the rug, Steve. If you knew about this, like you said then, you should have addressed it then. Because like you said, now it's just coming out right now. What a coinky dink, Stephen. You know what I mean? Look, Shirley, I'm telling you, this could have been Shirley and her husband could have planned this whole thing. You know what I mean? To try to bribe somebody for bail money. Who knows? We don't know how this came out. But go ahead, continue, Stephen.
We didn't want to talk about it, and we wanted to create for you a space where you could come to work and have some moments, because I know what it's like.
And you did.
To get beaten and eaten alive. And so it became, for us, let's just be there for her. And when you want to tell us,
When you're ready.
tell us.
Yeah.
When you're ready. Now, good thing you had Monica, Mississippi Monica, who has been with you this whole ride. You did confide in her. So Monica would keep us posted, but until you wanted to invite us in,
There's over 200 people in the building. Smash that like button.
we were just left over here as a support system. That's
Can
what
I
we were
say-
just. Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but can I just say this? I look at you guys as my family. You know, we all are family. You know, a lot of times there was a time when we saw each other more than we saw our actual families. And, you know, it was just so hard for me I'm a private person, you know, but we all have our stuff. We talk afterwards. We're friends. We're all that. It was just hard for me to bring this particular thing up. I was just so embarrassed, you know, and humiliated, and I just felt like a fool. I felt so
You should be, Shirley. You should be. I'm sorry, you should be.
stupid, and, you know, I couldn't. It's not that I didn't want to talk about it. I just couldn't find the words, and that's the honest to God's truth. I just couldn't come to you guys. You know, if you had come to me, I would have opened up, but you know, I understand, but I couldn't. It was too much. It was just too much for me at that time, you know?
Sure, we get it. Hang on. This strawberry letter's been extended. This is important, y'all. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. Addressing.
See, now he keeps saying we'll be back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Why have the bodyguard, a.k.a. William Freeman, have not been mentioned yet? We're going to see how Steve dances around this. Check it out.
At all. I don't want to spend too much time on the recap because we got so many things to go over. But if you've been listening, you've been listening. If you haven't, then you just got to get brought up to speed. We're on the iHeart app. You can play it all day long. This whole interview. Shirley opened up with the apology to me and my wife. And I wanted to make you all aware of the timing of it. You know, my wife and me, we've been getting beat up for the past 2 weeks. But
Now he made me kind of feel bad about that, y'all. I'm not even gonna front. I'm a soft-hearted dude. Now, Steve Harvey just said him and Marjorie Harvey has been getting beat up for the last 2 weeks. Steve, if you feel like I'm beating you up, I'm playing a part in that, I apologize. I'm not trying to beat you up. I didn't feel like if the space that you are in life, that this stuff that people doing online would really get to you to that point, especially if there's no truth to it. But if you feel like we beating you up, man, I'm sorry. Do not have no heart attack, no stroke, no none of that. Just keep on winning. But we have to report on this, Steve.
I wanted to make you all aware of the timing of it. You know, my wife and me, we've been getting beat up for the past 2 weeks. But when something like this happens, you know, our motto has always been to never address bloggers.
Right.
And we don't give it no room or speech.
No life.
No, nothing. Because we know who we are and we know whose we are.
And that's what you should have kept, sir. Why are you addressing us now if none of this is true? If you said you never did it, what are you doing it for now, sir?
And so we don't address bloggers. When this came out, it's a little bit different because it's not gossip, rumor, or malicious lie. It came from the inside circle. Because we're inside circle. We're family. And so when it came out, you know.
And somebody leaked it from the inside. Go ahead.
Marjorie is on baby watch right now. We got another grandchild coming, and the baby's due any minute, so Marjorie's over there on baby watch. She's just doing grandmama duty. And Marjorie don't really get into all this right here. And so I didn't really, you know, look, I'm so used to getting beat up, but I didn't know how Marjorie was feeling about everything that's out there. Because these bottom feeders are just beating my wife up.
Steve, we is not you hear him? And he called us bottle feeders. We ain't beating her up. What are you talking about? Steve, you guys are like outer space financially. Like, you really, really is bent out of shape about this. But you not even talking about her, talking about you walking up the steps. And it take you 22 days to get up the steps. You ain't even worried about that. You talking about your wife is so beat up. Her ex-husband is beat up. He got snakes in his garden. This is really bothering you. I'm telling you, Steve, I'm sorry, dude. You just making yourself look more guilty. You know what I'm saying? Because how is this really beating her up so bad? She done hung out with savages, allegedly. She done hung out with drug dealers, allegedly. She done smuggled, fucking cracking up in a cracker behind. You know what I'm saying? Probably, allegedly. Like I said, hanging with drug dealers, you had to do type of gangster stuff. How is she so beat up? You are the one beat up behind this, Steve. Keep it real. You the one beat up.
And even though we've made a conscious effort and we said we're not going to address it, I'm tired. And so when this came out, this how the devil worked. I'm going to pile it on. I'm going to go get somebody that worked for me. Because one more time, God don't come. The devil don't come for those he got. He sends the ones he has. So now I'm going to get me a government employee that needs some money, that work in Fulton County. I'm going to get a hold of him. I'm going to release these tapes. I'm going to get him to need a little bit of money. I'm going to give it to this female blogger, and she going to get a little bit of money.
Now, Steve is admitting on how it happened. Did y'all pay attention to that? Steve just said, like, this leaking those, that voice conversation with Strawberry and her husband, somebody was paid to do that. He just said it. I'm going to give money to this person. This person going to get money. Then this person going to release it. So it was all from the inside. Somebody, Steve, it's not us bloggers trying to destroy you. In my opinion, it's not. It is somebody that's close to you that know things about you. Know things about Marjorie. Know things that's personal. What we supposed to do, we report on this stuff, Steve. So it ain't us trying to destroy you. You need to check out your circle that's around you that's doing this stuff. We got over 230 people. Smash that like button, guys. Because this is going out in the algorithm. We want Steve to see this. And I need Steve to know I'm not trying to beat on you, sir. I'm just doing my job. I don't got 400 million. You know what I'm saying? The M word ain't even in my vocabulary. You know?
In Fulton County, I'm gonna get a hold of him. I'm gonna release these tapes. I'm gonna get him to need a little bit of money. I'm gonna give it to this female blogger, and she gonna get a little bit of money. And now I'm gonna soak him. But the timing of it was ugly because of everything else that's going on right now. And it made it look like Shirley was piling on. And that wasn't her intent, but it happened. Like I say, I understand. The part I'm coming with now is because it's been so ugly for my wife, man. And see, this is what I've never done before. It's been so ugly for my wife.
Y'all hear that? All he worrying about is for his wife. Everybody else, all these bloggers that said stuff about Marjorie Harvey, that said stuff about his biological kid. I done seen people making videos about everybody else, but all he's worrying about is my wife, my wife, my wife. And like I said, I respect you though, Steve, on the okay, this is my wife thing. But I just feel like you overdoing it. You know what I mean? If she not worrying about it like that, then why are you? He worried about his bank. Wow, see? Steve, you just making yourself look more guilty, sir. Y'all might as well not even did this interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm at this show even talking about it. Smash that like button, guys. We getting down and dirty.
And I'm still there trying not to say nothing. But I'm not a blog. We, me, Shirley, Carla, Tommy, Mississippi Jr., we ain't a blog. We're a real media platform. And I don't know if you all know what it's like to wake up every morning that we get up and our job and mission is to brighten your day. And it don't matter how dark our day is.
And that's our job too, Steve. I'm going to just let you know. In the new day and age, bloggers, all our stuff, we are the entertainment. Nobody watches cable no more, Steve. Nobody watches cable. YouTube is TV. And our job, I know at least on my platform, my job, I'm going to report on the news, but then I'm going to brighten somebody's day. I'm going to say something funny or something that just brings joy into somebody's life, no matter what I may be going through personal. So we have the same job too, Steve. So you're not saying nothing, you're not saying anything by saying that, because we all have the same type of duties too. To entertain people, to make them feel good, to brighten their day, give them something to watch, give them something to talk about. You just happen to be the talk of the internet right now.
We got the job to be the morning show. And we got to put on the show. And Tommy coming here with Junior coming here off of crisis with sickle cell. Tommy coming here with bad news. Tommy get hit with cancer. Shirley going through her life right here. Carla got a whole family over here. Everybody got crosses to bear. But we got to come in here anyway, and we got to be the morning show. In spite of what's happening in our life, when it ain't funny or fun or inspirational or motivational or informative at all, we just in here trying to make it. So what I'm about to do now is clear up a few things. And the comment that came out, it was untimely. But that's why we don't have people in our house. That's why we don't. That's right.
Oh yeah, salute to who said there's white bloggers too. Yeah, there are white bloggers that's reacting to this too, Steve. Your situation. You just called us black asses, but it's some white bloggers that's been talking about this too. So you should have just said all of us bloggers as a unit. You just kind of like, you just surprised that we're speaking on it. You just thought automatically because we all black, we're going to take each other's side. Like I said, I've been tore up on the internet before, and I ain't got half of what you got. You know what I mean? And he never mentions anything about the bodyguard. Never.
That's why a whole lot of stuff we don't do. But when I come back, we'll be back. And my fat wheezing ass will straighten all this out.
Stop. I said I was sorry.
Look, he said my fat wheezing ass will come back. Now that was funny, Steve. And then she's like, I'm sorry. Because she said he was fat walking up down the steps. Took him 2 days to walk up the steps.
My fat losing ass going up these steps. I don't feel bad. I'm not even
You were winded, though.
Well, you sorry all you want. Yeah, that's what I did. It takes too much time. My wife and I talked about this. And I prayed about this. And Marjorie told me, Steve, drop it. Let it go. But I see my wife's face. And I see the pain she's been in.
Now you are in your Will Smith bag. Because you remember how Will looked at Jada's face, and that's what made Will slap Chris Rock. And you hear Steve, Marjorie told Steve, let it go, dude. Don't even worry about that. We get money. We get money. You know what I'm saying? But Steve is so hell-bent on this whole situation. Like I said, I don't think Marjorie bothered by this at all. It's just Steve that's bothered because that image that he wanted to paint to us, that's why he's upset. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay to not be perfect, Steve. It really is. It's so much problems that everybody have in their own relationships. You are just famous. You know, people are going to talk about it. That's how it works in this new day and age. You know? But anyway, he looks at Marjorie. Now he wants to slap us all like Will Smith.
And she ain't just been in this pain for 2 weeks. She's been in this pain for 17 years with me. And so now what I want to do right now, I want to tell you something about my wife. Because we sit up in here and we dealing with stuff and that y'all just printing lies and rumors and the viciousness of it is what I'm finna talk about. Now, let me tell you something. Normally, we don't care about your blogs and all this here. But I'm really tired of y'all, man. And you know the sad thing behind all of this? The majority of these blogs, they black people. The very people that we try to uphold and uplift the most. What all of our foundation is about saving and changing the lives of young black people.
It's not just us, Steve. It's not just us black people. You got to really look at, you might only be looking at us doing it, but it's not just us.
And then it's the black bloggers that's the nastiest when it comes to all of us. And that's the part I want to get at, and then I'm going to let it go. Because after today, ain't no more. After today, there will be no more. So when we come back, we'll be more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I'm so sick of this strawberry letter. My marriage and I got divorced.
Now, I don't know if he mean after the day he's not going to speak about it, or I don't know what he mean by that. But let him finish. He's going to tell you all about Marjorie and how she was with him and down with him. Yeah, this was on the show today.
In 2005, my marriage was over when the Kings of Comedy was out. Y'all ain't know that, though, did you? It was over then. It took us this long to get to the divorce. That's when the official paperwork came out. But in 2005, let me help you to something. I had nothing. I lost the radio show we were on in LA on March 23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had May 10th. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again on New Year's Eve, met her, talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry to no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in that build with you. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had 4 stations in 2005. 4.
Now he's defending his wife. I don't blame him. I feel him. If that's how strong he feel about his wife, if these allegations is true, whether she cheated on him, whether she not, we can see clearly Steve is standing up for his wife. And like I said, I can't blame the man for doing that. That's how he feel in reference to his wife. Hey, I got to respect that. You know what I mean? Steve is trying to let us know right now that he didn't have nothing when Marjorie got with him. Because everybody's saying that she's with him just for the money. But he's letting us know, hey, she was with me. She was shooting with me in the gym when I didn't have nothing. This is what Steve wants us to hear and to know. If it's true or not, this is what he wants to know. He don't care what we say about his mustache. He don't care what we say about him taking 2 days to walk up the steps. He cares about what people think about his wife. You know what I'm saying?
We built this. All of us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax returns. I ain't gonna mention no names. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy...
Look, he just called us black ass people. He just said, why you black ass people. Listen to that. That was just racist right there, Steve.
$3 and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy somebody? I don't really know what that's about. But don't worry about it because it ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a tighter two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. And you're not gonna split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what you said she is. And she the best chick I know. Now I'm defending her. And you can feel how you want to feel about that. That's...
No, Steve, I respect that you're defending your wife, and we're not going to break you up. We're not going to do all of that. If there's no problem in your home, Steve, what the bloggers and people are doing on the internet, that should not break y'all up. Y'all should be sitting back laughing if none of this is true. How could we break up y'all if none of this is true? How? How is it possible for us to break y'all up if none of this is true? That don't make any sense. I would sit back like, babe, did you hear this stuff? They talking about, you know what I mean? Like, how could we break you up? I don't think that that's what people are trying to do, Steve. People aren't trying to break y'all up. If y'all are that tight, if none of this has happened, she never cheated on you with the bodyguard, if none of this is true, how can we break y'all up is what I want to know, sir. Don't just give me that mustache look. How could we break you up, Steve, if nothing's going on? If this is a happy home, if these are fake rumors, how could somebody break you up? Y'all got to stop watching YouTube then. Like, I ain't even think you had that much time. You know, as busy as you are, hard working as you are, you got enough time to watch people on YouTube? I wouldn't even be worrying about it if it's not true. Like, that's just real rap.
Don't worry about it because it ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a tighter two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. And you're not going to split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what you said she is. And she the best chick I know. Now I'm defending her. And you can feel how you want to feel about that. That's the God in me. But now just let me give you one piece of Steve Harvey. If I see your ass.
We'll be back.
Now, you heard that? He said, now let me give you a bit of Steve Harvey. If I see your ass. So he talking about me. He talking about all the bloggers. If he see us. And I keep telling you, Steve, I know karate. I was a burgundy belt. So you come running up on me if you want to. With that big thick mustache. I'm going to be forced to defend myself. And my hands is going to light up like Bruce Leroy. Because I'm afraid of that mustache. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. But listen to what he say. The real Steve Harvey want to beat us up. Listen to it.
Don't split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what you said she is. And she the best chick I know. Now I'm defending her. And you can feel how you want to feel about that. That's the God in me. But now just let me give you one piece of Steve Harvey. If I see your ass.
We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
Yo, it's the morning. I'm proud of you, Shirley. I really am.
Yeah, Shirley, I'm proud of you. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage to do what you did, to be transparent like this, Shirley. You tell your story. Don't let other people tell your story. In our journey in life, we all make mistakes. Shirley, we all make mistakes. And yeah, you have to keep asking God to guide your steps. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Can I say this? Yeah. We family, and we got family members. There's not a moment that I ain't got on Steve's nerves and he ain't said in a private conversation with somebody else, you know what, Tommy got on my damn nerve today. It's not like we haven't said things that we just say, you know what, Jimmy got on my damn nerve. I'm sick of Jimmy. I've said that to somebody.
I've said it.
You know what I'm saying?
This morning before I came to work, actually. Tommy getting on your nerves. You said before you go to the money. All these damn pictures he sending, Lord.
You know, man, Carl is right. Tommy's right. Nobody wants their private thoughts brought up. Nobody. Do you know what would happen if any of us had our private thoughts and private conversations aired? Lord,
Yeah, I do.
we wouldn't have a morning show. Y'all show wouldn't have a job out there.
And we know how important it is if our conversations and our thoughts, Steve, happen to go out online. We would all be in trouble. If our thoughts, the whole world would be. You know what I'm saying? That's why we keep our thoughts to ourselves. But Miss Shirley Strawberry, that conversation came out. And somebody in your team put that out. Now, I respect you standing up for your wife. If she, you know what I mean? That's how you feel. That's all you cared about that the bloggers is talking about. Your wife, your wife, your wife, your wife, your wife. All I could do is respect that, you know. But I'm going to lay off for you for a while, Steve. I'm going to take my foot off your neck because I see where you at. I see where your heart is at. You know what I'm saying? Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. But if you do something comes out that's exclusive, Steve, I'm still going to report on it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But I won't do no interviews, nothing with no people that I don't know who they are. Because this is your piece. You spoke. This whole thing was about her apologizing, clearing your name, and you clearing your wife's name. That's all this really was about. Salute to everybody. This show is going around everywhere. You know, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another episode, possibly, of Surviving Steve Harvey's Mustache.